Hi guys, so I am back with an update on my Real Care 2 Plus, and as you can see, she is back home. So I believe the last update I gave was they said they could not clean her vinyl, that it was discolored. They believe it was from an oil or a lotion of some sort, which would probably be the baby oil that I used to use to clean her with. Like, I used to mix it with water and use a toothbrush to clean her with it, or the little bit of baby lotion that I used to put on her, because I think the last time I used one of those, I didn't realize till afterwards that it was old and had probably expired. So it probably had some kind of reaction with her. And I really didn't put any on her face, which is probably why her face is still pretty much the same color. I think it's changed a little bit, but not much. But then they were having issues getting her to hold a charge, and they were also, once they finally did get her to hold a charge, they said that her circuit board was not communicating with the software, because you can program these babies with the handheld control unit I have, but you can also program them with computer software. And I guess they were trying to get her to connect to the computer software so that they could do like a diagnostics on her, and it wasn't working. And so I told them that the last time I had her on, which was like over a year ago, sometimes when I would try to program her, she wasn't, I told them that I always use the controller to program her, and that when I would try to program her and I'd be waving it around the area where it usually picks up the info from the controller, it would take a long time to pick it up. It was like it didn't want to catch it. Same as with her ID. When she would cry for care and I would get the ID tag to register that I was about to care for her, it wouldn't register. And I would have to wave it and wave it and wave it and wave it, and then finally sometimes it would and sometimes it wouldn't. So she was having some issues there. And so they said that they think, you know, they couldn't run a diagnostics to know exactly what was going on, but they thought that something fried in the circuits, in the circuit board. And they said that that was probably due to someone giving her a bath, which I said, well, this doll has never been submerged in water. And anytime that I cleaned it, I didn't saturate it with water, and I made sure to always cover the speaker so that no water would get in there. And I was just using like a cloth to wipe. So I don't think water is the damaged her circuit board. So they just said it could just be wear and tear, and that it's breaking down because it is old. So they had said I could get her head and limbs replaced and her circuit board replaced for like $600, or I could do a trade-in, trade her in for the newer model for like $700 and something. And I was like, well, I can't afford that. So, and then they thought I was with a school, because obviously these are usually sold to schools. And then I just explained to them no, and I explained to them how I had originally got the doll and this and that, and what it was being used for and whatever. So they went and talked to their manager. They came back and they said that I could either just have her back and they wouldn't charge me anything for whatever they had done to her so far, and I could just see if she still worked, or they could give me a refurbished Real Care 2 Plus, same sex, same race, everything, basically this whole model, for $300. So I was like, I think I'm gonna go for that, because realistically these dolls are like over $1,000. So to me, like, getting a whole new one for $300 was a steal. So I figured I would do that. I'm going to try her out to make sure she works, which, I mean, I would hope she would. And who knows, like, having a whole new baby that doesn't have any of these skin issues, because really I stopped playing with this doll because of the skin issues. Who knows, I might find that I enjoy the Real Care 2 again with a whole new baby. But if for whatever reason I don't, and I still do decide that I want to sell, then I can sell her. So that is the plan. And so I was not expecting, actually, I was not expecting for my original baby to come back as well. I thought they were going to keep her and almost do like a trade-in, and then they were probably going to like try to refurbish this one, but they didn't. They sent my original baby back along with the new one. So that's kind of interesting. So I am going to open the new one and have a look. So here is the box. Real Care baby. The smartest baby you'll ever meet. realityworks.com. So here she is. I got to turn the box this way. And now this baby will not have the glossy lips and the eyelashes and eyebrows, because these are all things that I added to this baby. I repainted her lips. I added eyelashes and eyebrows. I tipped her nails. So this one won't have any of that. But, I mean, I could always do that if I so choose to. Okay, so here she is. So they actually sent me like a full new one that has the outfit and everything. So now I have an extra Real Care baby outfit. And the first thing that I noticed opening this box is the baby powder smell. These babies come with like the best baby powder smell. It's like in their vinyl. And I love the smell, but over time it does wear off. And so this baby here, my old one, you can't smell that on her at all. So it just smells heavenly. I love it. I do see that they also gave me another charger to go with this one. So now I have an extra charger and an extra set of diapers. So that's cool. So let's get her out of here and see. Now this is a refurbished baby. And I can tell that her vinyl color is the correct vinyl color. And we'll take these off. As you can see, the vinyl color is correct. And oh my gosh, her limbs move so nicely, like they don't stick or anything. And here's her belly. And so there is a mark here on her tummy. It's like a black mark. It almost looks ink like. So hopefully I can use magic eraser on that, or maybe the acne cream method might work, because I've used that on these dolls before and it usually works out well. You know, I kind of had hoped being refurbished would have meant that they cleaned the babies. But I can't complain too much for the deal that they gave me. There's her speaker and her little belly button. Oh, and she has a mark here on her finger. Some ink there. I believe I could probably get that off with the acne cream. Because when I had my electronic neonate doll, she got some blue marker right across 3 of her knuckles, I believe it was. And I put the acne cream on and I left it on for a week, washed it off, and the ink had faded some. So then I put more cream on, left it for a second week, and when I washed it off, it was totally gone. So I know that that method does work. It works faster if you can put them in the sun after you put it on, but it's winter, I don't really have the option to do that. But even like when I did it with my other one, I didn't put her out in the sun, but just leaving it on for an extended period of time did it. So hopefully that would work. She's got a little bit of dirt on her cheek there that hopefully I can get off. But other than that, she's pretty good. Her lip color is sort of faded a little. I might want to repaint the lips. But all in all, let's see. I'm gonna take off her pants. You're gonna see girl parts, people. And they are fake, so do not fret. Yeah. And there's Riley hair already. Yeah, so this leg looks good. There's a little scuff on the toe, like a little bit of dirt there. But the other foot is good. So really, I think it's just this marking here and this mark, and then the one on her cheek are like the big marks that I'm seeing. There's nothing on her hand or her arm. And then there's just a few spots that it looks like it's just dirt that could probably just be wiped off with a damp cloth. And she should be good to go. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. I'm actually quite happy about this. Let's get her out of the box and kind of do a side-by-side comparison. Actually, I'm going to take her shirt off and then we can do that. Okay, so here we go. Side-by-side comparison. Check it out, people. Look at this. It's like night and day. Look how orange. And then this one here is like the normal skin color. So even with that, you can kind of see that her face even looks a little bit of a different color, but it doesn't look bad. You can tell it maybe was going to start turning, but it's not awful. They're pretty close. And, you know, it could even just have been different batches of vinyl create like slightly different colors. Because the plastic part of the neck pretty much looks the same. So, yeah. Her eyelash got a little bit bent on this one. I don't know if I'm going to bother putting eyelashes because they do kind of get in the way and they bend really easily. So I might just leave her without that. But there's the side-by-side comparison. And yeah, The back looks good. I'll show you the back. Back looks pretty good. There's, this is where I can see that there's some dirt like on her butt, on the back of the legs, but it's nothing major. Like, I think it can come out quite easily. There's no marks on her back. Her hair is good. She has one little black line that I just noticed right there. And again, that looks kind of like an ink thing that I might be able to get out. And then compare that to the back of my other one. Here's the back of the other one. And you can see she's got this weird thing. I don't even know where this mark came from on her back. I have no clue. And here's the back of her head that has one of my hairs stuck to her head. But look at how different that looks. So that is pretty awesome. So she's got the red light on and the yellow light on, and I can't remember what those lights mean. I'm gonna have to look it up in my manual. And then this one has a red light on. Oh, and her yellow light is flashing occasionally. Oh, right. I think that's what they were trying to tell me. They were saying that the yellow light is supposed to occasionally blink, but on my old one, the yellow light was constantly on, which basically was telling them that it wasn't communicating with the software. So there they are, 2 Real Care babies, one not so good and one pretty darn good. And she smells so nice. I love that baby powder smell. Love it. Love it. But yeah, I think I definitely want to paint her lips a different color because they look almost like a peachy orangey color, which is weird. But that's very easy to do. And so yeah, that's the update on that. I'm quite happy with the outcome at this point. I do have to test this one out, make sure everything is in working order. I don't know if they charged her already. I will have to plug her in and see if she needs to be charged. Or actually, I think I can use the remote control thing to see what her battery level is at. And then I can see if she needs to be charged before I can test her. And then you can actually use the controller to run demos of all of the features of the baby just to make sure that they all work. So that's probably what I'm going to do. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. So that is the update on that. Both babies are home, and that's pretty cool. I was not expecting the original to come back. Oh, and the other thing, the vinyl, not just the color, but the old one has like an oily feel to it. Not as bad now because I think they cleaned her really well. But this one has the nice matte. You can feel that it has like a matte sealer on it. It has a few shiny spots on its arm, like around here, but nothing, it doesn't feel oily. It feels pretty matte and it doesn't feel sticky or anything, and her limbs turn really good. So, alright guys, well, thanks for watching this Real Care 2 update. Stay tuned for more on the new baby, checking it out, seeing if it works, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!